I need this coffee today, man.
I need something more than coffee.
Hi guys, welcome to CoffeeWithChrachel.
Alright, let's just restart. You know, it's only been like a couple seconds. Let's just redo it.
No, this is Coffee with Chrachel. I always fuck it up. I almost say Chrachel cooks every time, but to be honest,
it's the same shit.
It's the same shit, just less food usually.
Less jazz here.
Less jazz. Oh my god. So, today is Sunday. It's the day after Halloween, and
it's the day of rest.
And we rested. We slept in really late, because, like, let's be honest, we were hungover as fuck.
Yeah, we were out late, but it was fun.
Yeah, we had a really good time. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But, yeah, this podcast is going up a little late, because yesterday, I literally worked on that Chrachel Cooks all fucking day and then got ready for Halloween.
For a recipe that required like 3 things.
I don't know why.
10 minutes. It was like.
I just spent a lot of time editing that one because I wanted. Well, at one point, I couldn't find, for some reason, all of the jingles that I use for my. We make these. If you have never heard of Chrachel Cooks before, it's these shitty
Go
cooking.
watch it. We have a brand new one.
We have a brand new one. I tweeted it on my Twitter, which is Rachel L. Whitehurst. But. We just use, like, jazz music, and it's, like, really, we try to make it funny, and I couldn't locate all of the jazz music, like, it wasn't showing up in the editing software, and, like, I had, like, a panic attack. I was like, the whole point of this video is missing, and so we did, like, some weird doctoring to find it again, and then, I don't know how that happened, but it was just stressful, and then I did my makeup, and then I did, like, a billion people's makeup last night, so I was, like, tired, and so I had no time to do this podcast.
Yeah, you fucking trucked through that shit, like.
But we had a good time though. But what are we drinking?
Yeah, let's go to this coffee. So this is coming to us from Brianna, and
Sweet.
It is the Brazil. Come to Brazil.
Come to Brazil.
The Brazil Light Roast from local roasting company, and the whole funny part of this is that she said this is from Portland, Oregon, and it's literally just called Local Roasting Company.
I love that. It's
How
really
hip can you get?
Farm to table. To give you kind of like a visual image, it's a nice brown paper bag aesthetic with a hot pink label with white detail. And it is a light roast, and this one is a delightfully smooth light roast with hints of fresh fruit from the state of... I can't pronounce that, and I'm not gonna fuck it up. So, it definitely is a light roast.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't want to drink something like too strong this morning, so I'm kind of glad that we're doing something like this because it's like mild enough and I'm not gonna like fuck up my colon. The cats
I see Lila's shadow, and it's really fucking me up.
She looks a lot taller than she normally...
What the fuck?
So they're on the cat tree fucking each other up. It's fine. They had a great Halloween.
I think sometimes Lila likes to reach around the corner into the bathroom to try and like flip off the light switch. I think she's pretty energy conscientious.
Chunky-entious, if you chunked me. But yeah, so this roast, let's have a nice taste really fast, you know? I like it a lot. It's very mild.
Very nice.
Like.
I think... Would you pick if, like, you had to just have, like, one or the other, light roast or dark roast? I know there's, like, medium roast, too. Which
that's kind of a difficult question.
Because I'm going to pick light.
For, like, everyday use, a light roast because it's got more caffeine in it, but it's not bitter. But I love the robust taste of a dark roast.
Yeah. I just feel like sometimes you have a lot higher chance of a dark roast being burnt.
Well, yeah.
Than a light roast, but...
If you had asked me this question when I was still drinking, like, Starbucks coffee all the time, like, getting their bags of dark roast, then I probably would have said light roast, because that was when I was like, I need that light roast, because their shit is too burnt.
I feel like we're going to get kicked out of Seattle, because everybody here just drinks dark roast.
I loved it. I still didn't choose, though. Like, I still love dark roast.
Oh, no, yeah. I like all the roasts.
I like a nice... really deep Italian roast. A Sumatra is one of my faves. Like, just fuck me up. But
coffee's good.
Coffee's good.
Thank you.
Yes.
If you ever want to send coffees to be featured, I feel like we haven't said this in a while.
Oh shit, yeah.
You can send that to P.O. Box 31315 in Seattle, Washington, 98103.
But if you didn't get all that, it's in the bio of our Twitter, which is CoffeeWithChrachel.
Yeah, also on the website, CoffeeWithChrachel.net.
.net, not
.net. This is like
.net.
early 2000s here.
Honestly, I'm okay with it. It's fine. Why didn't we do com? What was the problem?
Because I have ComBot, but that's used for like the actual like podcast feed. It's fucking complicated. I couldn't get it switched.
I don't really care at this point.
I wanted to buy CoffeeWithChrachel.cafe, but that was like really expensive for some reason, and I didn't feel like spending that much money, but that would have been so funny if it was .cafe.
Yeah, I think that would have been hilarious. Well, whenever we actually do open a coffee shop in the middle of the mountains, maybe we'll name it.
This is something that we've talked about. We want to open up a coffee shop at some point in our lives.
Like, in the middle, I said, like, in the middle of nowhere, where we're, like, one of the only coffee shops, so, like, we have to be popular. And...
Force the fucking...
Force them. I don't know what we would name it. Nothing like... If you guys have any ideas for what we would name it, I don't want to name it anything like Crachel or whatever, because I think it's a little weird. But I don't want to name it...
It's not going to be named Robust.
No, but I don't want it to be named something like typical, like, Jolt, or, like, Wake Me Up, you know, like one of those where... Yeah, I want it to be just, like... I have some ideas, but honestly, like, a little afraid to share them. Because I'm just going to keep them locked away.
Yeah, we have some ideas, but nobody's stealing our
I've
ideas.
literally thought about, like, what would be put on the cups, like, printed on the paper cups. Which would be, you know, biodegradable and shit. So, but, I mean, paper is, but, you know. We'd go the extra mile.
Yeah. So...
You have some good news to share.
Yeah, I mean, the job search is...
Still on.
But, I mean, I did get a temp job to, like, fill in the gap of apparently taking, like, 5 bajillion years to just go through the processes of interviewing and whatnot. They give you, like... They gave me, like, 2 weeks out of Xbox to, like, find a new job. But, like... That's not even enough anymore. It's like it literally takes 1 month to go through an interview process and get a job.
That, yeah. Like even the Bing job that, like, if the contract shit hadn't fucked up, like that took a month to get together and you were like to be hired.
Yeah, there was still time in between there where I
was just waiting. Yeah. So you did have an interview on Friday that went extremely well.
And this is going to be... It would be one of those jobs where it's like... When I talked about the Bing job and I was like, it's got this and this and this that were all, like, better than the Xbox job, it'd be like that again.
But even a little bit better.
Even a little bit better. So, like, fingers crossed. Hopefully I'll hear back on Monday and then I'll be screaming on Twitter.
Because that was Friday and then it was, like, Halloween and then today is Sunday. So, like, I figure... They said that you would hear back, like, extremely soon. Like, they were like, we're really fast to, like, tell people or whatever.
Yeah, they said I could have heard back on Friday, but if not, it would have been, like, within the next couple of days. So it's... Fingers crossed, everybody.
Fingers crossed for Monday, man. Like,
let's hope that next Wednesday...
But you start this temp job on Monday, so you're going back to work on Monday. Yeah, how's that feel?
It feels weird. It's like I literally haven't been to work since the middle of August.
I know.
And maybe starting November 2nd.
I know.
It's so weird.
It is. That's why I was hoping that this job would have told you, like, on Friday, because we've been saying, like, we hope that you get something by, like, the end of October, and it would have been funny.
I technically did. I'm like,
I mean, you did get this temp job.
Yeah, so I have that. So.
Yeah, and that'll last you for, you know, you'll be able to get Fallout. And
yes, I will be able to fucking pre-order that game.
You're too excited.
Some fucking day this week, I will be pre-ordering that. And, you know, I've got already, like, a bunch of credits saved up on my account from scamming being rewards. I'm not even lying. Like, I literally have, like, $15 on my Xbox account.
Oh, that's
because,
nice. Like... It's like a $60 game, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to get it for a little bit cheaper, which is, you know, always nice. So,
sorry.
Moral of the story. Still go rip off. Some of you guys actually tweeted me and they said, like, the scamming begins or something like that, and sent me a screenshot of, like, signing up for big rewards, and I was so proud.
Like, if you have, like, what else can you get that money for? Like,
well, you can get an Amazon gift card.
Oh.
They used to have Sephora, but I don't think they have that anymore.
I would have been searching every day if I had known that. $15 off something at Sephora is life-changing.
Yeah, I know.
That's Shit, fuck.
But I don't know if they have that anymore, but I definitely know that they have, like, Xbox, and you get, like, Microsoft account credits, too. If you don't, like, use Xbox, you can get Amazon, and there's a couple other things, so it's really nice.
Okay, this is, like, extremely frugal, but, like, imagine we did it to get the Amazon gift cards, and then I did, like, that one gift card selling website and traded the Amazon one for a Sephora one.
Oh, my God.
That would be some crafty shit, but, I mean, hey... You gotta... Sure. Girls gotta apply her skincare, am I right? But, yeah, so
honestly,
that's...
what a way to make money. You just get these gift cards.
And
they
then
just
sell them
for, like...
What was the name? It was...
Cardpool.com.
Cardpool, yeah. There's a website for you guys.
There's also, like, a Reddit that's called, like, Gift Card Exchange. That's literally people just post on there what they want and what they have, and then, like, you can see if you can work it out with them.
Oh, that's really cool. Squeezy, if you go and fuck with that Halloween candy, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh, Squeezy's looking for some sweets.
He's been messing with that. You just literally have to say his name and he'll jump off the counter. Squeezy. Down. There he goes. Oh, boy. But, yeah, so, fingers crossed that we hear back about that sometime. I've got some shake-ups in my life, and I feel like everything has just been, like, changing, and everything has been a lot, and then I was, like, not even excited about Halloween because I didn't, like, really think we were going to be able to do anything, because, like, didn't really want to spend money on, you know, a costume or even, like, going out for drinks, and then you got the temp job, and so we were like, fuck, we're going to do something, so we went out.
We're going to do things!
And I was very happy because, like, I don't know, like, I'm not a huge fan of bars just because I don't like spending a lot of money on alcohol. I personally am the kind of person that likes to drink at home and then go out and maybe have, like, one drink to hold because I just don't like spending $8, $10, $11 on a drink. Like, it's just not my favorite thing to do. But, you know, whatever. I do like to drink a nice cocktail. Like, you know.
But, man, am I glad that we felt comfortable enough with our financial situation to go out last night.
We had such a good time. And we needed it.
It was a fabulous evening.
We had a great night.
10 out of 10 would spoop again, is what I said.
Because, like, last Halloween, you know, it was October, and we had moved here in June, and we really only knew, like, one person, and I think Zach had invited us to, like, a house party, but I remember I, like, just... Something probably happened. I was probably just feeling too anxious.
At that point, I was working at the grocery store. I might have been working that day. I don't even know.
I don't remember. But we didn't do anything. We were just kind of, like, hanging out. And I love Halloween. Like, I don't know. Like, there's parts of Halloween I really like, and then there's parts of it I don't. I miss, like, the kid Halloween because that's just, like, fun.
All fun all around.
Adult Halloween is a little different because I just feel like all of the costumes are made of trash, but they cost more than, like, skincare products that I use. And, you know, if I had to choose between a serum and a shitty, like, polyurethane costume from Spirit Halloween, I'm gonna choose the serum. Like, yeah. So we're always, like, super cheap, and I feel like...
That fucking store. Like, I went in there, and, like, just, like, they have all these giant, like, elaborate things you can put out in your yard. But
so expensive.
But they just look like garbage now. They used to at least, like, try, and it was kind of made out of, like, you know how they would, like, cut styrofoam to make it look like rocks and kind of bullshit like that. Now just literally, like, pieces of cardboard taped together that are painted, and
it's like $60.
Yeah, it's more than that. It's hundreds of dollars.
Oh my
God.
God.
It looks like garbage, and I would never... I hate how expensive this stupid holiday is. I think it's more expensive than, like, doing stuff for Christmas and Thanksgiving, depending on what you buy for people. But I mean, like,
Thanksgiving isn't. I mean, you just have to buy the money or buy the money. I wish you just have to just spend the money on the food. There's not really, like, a lot else that you have to do. But then they have Black Friday, so you're, like, trying to spend money. But Black Friday is, like, all about deals. And so, like, I wish all holidays were all about saving money. So, like, fuck.
Yo, Cyber Monday.
I mean, we have all the Christmas decorations we ever need, but now that we have all of this going on with, like, your temp job, and I'm, like, doing fine, so, I mean, we can get a couple of new things. Now that we actually have, like, surfaces to decorate. Because last year we just had the tree.
Think about that. We didn't even have our bed frame by this time last year.
We have done a lot in a year, I'd say. Like, it was a slow process, but, like,
got that bookshelf, got this stand right here, we got your desk, which is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
We got a lot of surfaces.
The bookcase in the hallway, that was the only place I decorated for Halloween. But
hey, you got the window clings.
Hey, the window clings.
We got to get some Christmas.
I want Christmas ones.
A bunch of
either like snowflakes or Christmas ornaments or something. We got to get some stockings too because we don't have those.
Yeah.
But
so let's talk a little bit more about yesterday.
Halloween. So yesterday we got up and we were just working on CoffeeWithChrachel Cooks, and that was.
Should we say like what our original idea was for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we originally for CoffeeWithChrachel Cooks, like I hadn't uploaded a video in like a week because I was just like not into it at this point, and like I felt really bad because like my last video was like not the happiest video, and so I wanted like the video that I was going to put up on Saturday to be something uplifting, so I was like, let's do a Halloween CoffeeWithChrachel Cooks, it'll be funny, you know, lighthearted, whatever. And our original idea was to buy those Pillsbury, you know, the Halloween cookies that have like each one has a pumpkin in the center.
Those little sugar discs.
Yeah, they used to be like in a log and you cut them up, but now they just like are already cut and it's just like even more easy to do.
Yeah.
And so we were gonna try and use those, but like really, we weren't gonna like show them right away. We were gonna be like really elaborating like how to make these cookies that we were like talking about, and we're like, you have to preheat the oven and like you have to, you know, really make sure your workspace is really like zen and just
really like bump up like how like intense it's sounding.
And then it was just going to be like you pop them in the oven.
And we
like,
wanted to make it like the most elaborate we possibly could for how simple these
cookies
things were. Yeah.
And then you went to the store to like go find them, and this was like a couple of days before Halloween too, and you just couldn't find them anywhere.
Oh my god, I was so mad because literally it's like, okay, they got rid of these cookies before Halloween, but then there was a bunch of pumpkin spice shit out again, and I was so mad because we couldn't find anything pumpkin spice when we did that.
I feel like whenever we want to make
challenge.
Videos about a thing, like we can't find it, and then yeah.
I'm gonna open a store. It's gonna be called like Last Minute, and it's gonna actually carry things until the day of.
But like
shit.
it was literally like I don't know, like a good few days before the holiday. Like we weren't trying that bad.
Even more reason to have that kind of store because what the fuck? Like I'm guaranteeing you, at least like 50% of people like don't have their shit together and are like us and just wait until a couple of days beforehand to get stuff. Not all of us are jumping out to get Christmas decorations today. Like,
I mean, I honestly wish I was. But...
I know. Like I went to Target yesterday and they had the Christmas setup like all there, and it's like. Give me a fucking chance. Like,
no, I'm ready already. Like, we've talked about putting up the Christmas tree. I want to put it up, like, normally I wait until the day after Thanksgiving, but I feel like I kind of want it up for, like, a lot of November, so I'm thinking, like, this first week of November, you know, keep it casual in here. And then I'm thinking, like, this weekend coming up.
Yeah, this next weekend we're gonna...
decorate.
Have a little transitional period.
Yeah, maybe we can look out and see if we can like pick up anything else that we need. We don't need any tree ornaments at all whatsoever.
No.
We definitely don't. But yeah, so we did the video and we made instead Rice Krispie pumpkins, which was really fun and also super easy. So we got like the easy recipe that we want because we didn't really want to do something like insane. So,
no.
Yeah, we were just like, we knew we had like a fucking day that we were going to be doing, so.
Yeah.
We did that, and then my friend Bree was working, and then she was going to come over with her friend, and we were just going to like, because we were going to be vampires for Halloween, so we had gone out and got everybody fangs, and I had already had some, and from like when I'm just normally a vampire, I guess.
From day-to-day life.
You know, just from my life. But, and then I did... Like, I spent so much time doing my own makeup, and then I did yours, and then Bree got here with her friend, and then we did their makeup, and had a little fun, and then we went to a speakeasy.
And that was something I never thought I'd ever say.
That was really fun. Like, I don't even know where it was, or where I was. I was a little drunk.
It was this, like, unadorned door in the middle of, like, a random
It was a
alleyway.
creepy alleyway, and I felt a little... I mean, we were followed... Okay, we should probably tell that story.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, like, we're leaving our apartment building, and there's just, like, you know, there's always people, like, standing outside. Like, it's not a problem. And, mind you, both Bree and I were extremely covered up. Like, I had been wearing, like, a booby shirt, and then I made sure that I changed before we went out, because I knew that, like, I just personally feel unsafe dressing like with my and I have huge tits. Like I wear.
You just have boobs, and so like they're gonna be there.
I know. So I covered up, and we were both wearing maxi dresses. So like we're showing like no skin, and she was wearing a fucking like huge coat because it was really cold out. And we're just walking, and me and her noticed, because we're always fucking hyper aware of like that kind of thing, like men being creepy. And I had felt like anxious about going out on Halloween just because I know it's like a big night and we're living in a big city and there's just like, there's a possibility that something fucking scary could happen. And like, that's just something that I'm always thinking about regardless. But like also as a woman, like it's just something that I'm always thinking about. And so usually it's just me being paranoid, but obviously I'd rather be paranoid than unsafe. But then this guy literally started following us, and it was like once he started to run across the street to catch up with us when we would like cross a lot quicker than him, that's when I started to fucking panic. I was having like one of my silent panic attacks where I'm just kind of like I know, and I felt like I was gonna throw up, and me and Bree were like linked arms. We were like, this is really scary, blah blah blah, and then we ended up like, it was really sad. We went into like a bar that was completely empty.
Oh my
to
God,
get to
so
evade
bad.
this man, and like they were like so excited. They were like, because we're all dressed up as Halloween characters and stuff, and they were like, oh my God, hi, how are you, come sit down. And meanwhile I'm just like having a panic attack in the corner. I'm like, I'm not trying to like get a drink right now, and I was just waiting for this guy to leave so that we could just go to the Speakeasy. And he left, and then we went to the Speakeasy, and that was really like a cool spot. It was like very chill.
It was so weird. You just like knocked on this random door in an alleyway, and then it opened up, and it was like this whole like loft, cozy loft inside.
It looked like an apartment in Brooklyn. Like it just looked like it was all brick and wood, and they had like candles, and they were playing like hip hop, R&B type music. But, like, the vibe was so chill. And, like, everything that we had seen, because, like, we were going to be in Capitol Hill, but then we didn't make it out there. And I just know that, like, everything that we had walked past was, like, you could hear the music, like, blaring from outside. And there was, like, lines of people. And we didn't even have to wait.
Nope.
Like, if we had gone to any other bar, we would have had to wait outside.
Yeah.
And, like, we literally just went right and it was such a nice place. And it was definitely, like, hip. You know, like, all of the drinks were, like, literary characters. Like, there was, like, a Holden Caulfield, you know, like, obviously hip. But it was a tasty-ass drink. I mean, I had tequila, which was probably a really bad idea in hindsight.
My drink came in this giant-ass goblet.
And, like, you don't drink that much because you have your
Yeah, my
shit.
stomach is fucked up. But, like, it was this huge-ass drink, came in a giant goblet with faces all over it.
I love that you ended up ordering, like, the largest drink by accident.
Yeah.
Like,
it was called the Death by Scorpion. I remember that. And it had, like, oh, fuck. What was the type? It had rum and cinnamon syrup. And
yeah, it was, like, smoky tasting.
Lemon, lime, and orange in it. And then there's another type of alcohol in it, too. And I don't remember what it was. It's fucking delicious, though. I would get that again in a heartbeat. It was so good.
Yeah.
And it did a little bit of something.
Yeah, Chris was good last night. And, like, I have been seeing you drunk, but not, like, because you get sick if you get drunk, usually. And you didn't get sick at all. You were just having a good time. It was great.
I have realized that my body just needs expensive drinks. Because, like, the drinks were a little bit pricey.
Oh, yeah. More
and,
than
like,
what we normally
when we
wanted.
went to, what was that restaurant that
Oh,
we went to?
with Megan.
Yeah, what? The Dahlia Lounge.
Oh.
When we went there, we got this bottle of wine that was, like, a real...
hella expensive.
Yeah.
Thank God we didn't pay for
But,
it.
like, I guess it's just, like, stuff in, like, the cheap drinks and the cheap beers and stuff that make my stomach really, really upset to the point where, like, I want to throw up. Because, like, I didn't feel sick at all.
My worst hangover that I've ever had was in New York. I was with all of my, like, YouTube girlfriends. It was like some beauty event, and we all decided to get cheap-ass wine from CVS. The worst decision ever. And I mean, like, we had a great time, like, that night, but the next morning, I actually felt like I was going to throw up multiple times, and, like,
we had to get to the train, and, like, you were dying.
You ran out and got plain bagels from Dunkin' Donuts, and I couldn't even eat a plain bagel without feeling I was going to throw it. Like, there wasn't anything on it, and I couldn't even do it, but I knew I needed to. Oh my god, I felt like shit. But this morning I just felt a little, like, off. Like, I definitely needed to drink a lot of water, but I'm alright.
The moral of this story is that I just need those.
Chris is an expensive ham.
I am expensive. I have high tastes.
Yeah. So that was a good time. I don't even remember what I drank. The first drink.
I remember your second drinks.
Yeah, because it was called the Death Star, and you were like, please order that for me, like, and I did.
Your first one was like a Mexican something or other.
It had a lot of lemon in it and tequila, and it fucked me up. So, it was delicious, though. It was really
everybody's
good.
drinks were good. I think I had to
we were all, like, tasting each other, because Bree's friend Dietrich he's a bartender, and so he was, like, giving us recommendations and shit, and, like, we were all, like, sipping each other's drinks, so, like, I mixed a lot, you know, and so it was a good time, and that place was, like, because, like, I like going out for drinks, but I don't love, like, a super loud, like, club situation. Like, it's just not for me. I don't like to dance, personally, and I'm also not looking to fuck people, like, generally in life that often. So, like, I don't know, a lot of the bar scene is kind of, like, lost on me, like, you know. So this was, like, I really liked that place. I felt really comfortable there, and it was really chill. And, everything there
seems like it would be a really good date spot.
Yeah, there were a lot of couples there. So, it was cute. There were a little foursome.
There was a lot of people dressed up. There was...
there were a couple Ghostbuster people.
Yeah, there was a couple Ghostbusters. Saw an Ariel, the Little Mermaid.
I loved in our elevator, like, because I had, like, been pre-gaming in the apartment before our friends came over. And then I'm, like, kind of fucked up already. And I'm in the elevator. And there's, like, two hipster-ass dudes in the elevator. And I'm like a fucking vampire, and I'm just like, so what are you? And they're like, I'm blind. And, like, it's completely, like, over my head. Like, I don't know and I'm like, I'm a vampire.
Oh my god.
They were probably like, this fucking bitch. But then it was fine. But I loved, like, just being in the elevator with, like, all of these random, like, we were in the elevator with, like, the Joker, and, like, it was just kind of funny. Like, everyone was in costume, and it was really fun. There was a unicorn. We saw Luigi and Mario, obviously. Some man that just had his dick out. I don't know if it was a costume or if it was his dick.
That's interesting.
Yeah, remember the guy across the street with his pants, like, undone?
I don't remember that. So
we were like, I can't tell if it's a costume or if he just has his dick out. I wouldn't be surprised, though, because, like, a lot of dudes do that sometimes, and it's just a little weird. I don't know why, but they do. I didn't see a Minion, though, and I was sad. I wanted to see a
cat
Minion.
in a hat.
Oh, I did see that, too, yeah. There were some good costumes. Oh, my God. Who was it that tweeted us? Someone, I don't know if it was the person that tweeted us this or if they found the picture on the internet, but someone had dressed their two, like, it must have been, like, twin babies, as they painted them as baby Grinches. And I have never felt more pleased.
Parent goals. That's, if I was going to be a parent.
I feel like the only reason why I would have kids now is to do that at this point, so... And then what the fuck did we do?
So then we left there and it had started really raining, which, I mean, it had been raining like the whole day beforehand, but then when we left for the apartment for the first time to go to the Speakeasy, it had stopped for the most part.
So when we left the Speakeasy, then it was fucking raining and cold as hell. But it felt very Seattle.
So then we got an Uber to the International District and we ate some dim sum.
Oh. And I needed that.
Yeah. And
I got wonton soup.
Nothing has ever tasted so fucking good in my life.
I mean, we were starving, but, like, oh my god, that was delicious.
And that place, we got there at the perfect time, because when we left, there was, like...
a lot of people waiting.
There was a lot of people waiting.
And it was, like, 1... Like, it was late. Like, I was surprised that
we got there around, like, 1:30, and when we left, like, there were still, like, a ton of people. This place was open until, like, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Which... coolest thing not Mother Nature, coolest thing of, like, dates just working out is, like, last night just happened to be the day where we fall back an hour, so we got, like, an extra hour of our night, which was really nice.
When we got back, I was still, like, a little bit tipsy, and, like, I'm looking at my phone and the microwave has a clock on it, and I'm like, Chris, like, we were in the bathroom, I was like, Chris, I think my phone is broken, like, it's showing a different time, like, I don't know what to do, and you're like, I think it's that fall back. Normally, you, like...
I did not even know it was last night until Bree had said it, and I was like, wait, really, it is? So that was cool.
Yeah.
I had sweet and sour chicken, and
You got the most basic ass thing. It's fine.
it was fucking good though.
Bree and Dietrich got like a bunch, and they were sharing. It was great.
They got a lot of things. I tried sticky rice and
pork buns.
And pork buns, those were delicious. And then
What the fuck did I get? I got wonton soup because I just really wanted broth.
Vegetable rice too. That was really nice. And lots of the tea that they have.
Oh yeah, I needed that too.
Oh man, that was
a good time. But now we're like getting in the zone of like me and Brie are already like talking about when we're gonna go fucking make gingerbread houses and shit. Like we're so excited for fucking Christmas.
Honestly, this is my time. November and December is my fucking time.
And then it just leads into, I mean, let's be honest.
January kind of sucks.
I always get excited for my birthday, but I always end up having a really bad birthday, and I don't know what that is.
Hopefully this next one we'll be able to do what we want to do.
Yeah, we want to go to LA for my birthday so we can see all of our friends.
Yeah, which would be super chill.
I know, I really do want to do that. There's lots of people I want to see.
But for right now, we're just going to focus on
the holidays.
Hopefully me having a full-time job so that way we can have a nice holiday.
I mean, yeah, like it'll be good. It'll be fine. But we shall see.
The next thing coming up is our anniversary.
Well, yeah, like November is so much for us. I tweeted about this.
It's like a 2-week span where like so much shit happens.
I mean, honestly, from now until the beginning of next year, it's like, all right, so we got Fallout comes out on the 10th. Our anniversary is the 17th. And then the anniversary of getting Lila is the 22nd. Which is
henceforth called the Chunkening.
The Chunkening. And then it's Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Then it's, Christmas for a whole month. Like, the whole month of December is Christmas. Then it's New Year's, which I'm excited for New Year's. Like,
yeah, we'll probably actually do something for that, too.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I love actually having friends. It's so nice. Like, when we first moved here, it was like, we wanted to, like, go out and do things, but we were like, we don't know anybody.
Do you think it would be possible if our apartment building would have the roof done by New Year's so we could see the fireworks from the Space
Because you
Needle?
Can see the Space Needle from the roof that one time that we snuck up there.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful view. And you can see, like,
I can't wait for it to just, like, be open by the time that, like, the construction going on around us happens. So worse. That way, like, we can't see anything. Like, great, so glad I didn't get this on July 4th.
I know. It literally, like... Anyway, like, I accidentally took us to the roof yesterday. Like, in the elevator, I hit the R instead of our fucking floor, and I was like, hi. But yeah, so, and then it's like, January is a shitty month in general. But I guess, like, technically I can celebrate, like, the anniversary of me coming out.
True.
Like, I guess I can celebrate that.
Damn, it's already going to be a year since you came out.
It's weird saying that because I've been out, like, with friends forever.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess officially, like, at least to the most people I could have come out to, like, aka the internet.
To the rest of the world.
To the rest of the people that I know.
Hey, all you people.
Yeah.
Hey, all you people.
And then it's my birthday, and then it's your birthday, and then we're right into spring again.
Yeah. Then from, like, April... we also have the anniversary getting Squeezy on Valentine's Day.
Right, that's right before the birthday.
Then the only thing that happens is, like, Lila and Squeezy, we don't know when Squeezy's birthday is because he was a stray, but
we did math because they said he was like 7 months when we got him, so he was born in May.
They were both born in May, so May is kind of just like the celebration of their birthdays.
I love how we say, like, that it's a celebration of them, but yet every day we celebrate them.
I know.
Like...
But even more so, like, Lila will get wet food every day in May.
Well, like, she's getting a lot of wet food on her chunkening in November. And
she's gonna get a lot of turkey on Thanksgiving.
We should buy Squeezy, like, some heart-shaped treats for Valentine's Day.
I gotta get to, since our pet food store is closed.
We gotta find a new place.
We gotta go to another one and see if we can find some, like, duck wet food.
Well, we should look online to see if we can find the actual food that we're using right now online, just as like a backup in case we can't find a store.
Oh, I've seen it online.
Oh, you have?
Definitely.
Okay,
At least, like, shitty fucking, like, PetSmart and Petco have
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's like the place that we went was like that hip ass like
It's called-
non-GMO.
It was called the feed bag.
Oh, okay. Because it's very like farm to table for
Yeah.
Squeezy, and Lila eats it too, but it's mostly for Squeezy's life. But you know, he's been extremely good lately, so it's been great. He hasn't been throwing up as often at all.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, the only day he threw up was when he ate the toilet paper roll. But you know, that's
You
what
live
happens.
and you learn.
You live
and
and
you don't learn actually because he still does it.
I know. It's like when we have guests over, we all right, so normally we don't have the toilet paper. This is such a pain in the ass, but we do it just to keep them safe. But like we don't keep the toilet paper on the roll. We keep it like on the
back of the toilet.
On the back of the toilet where they don't go to get it because I don't know why. They're just too stupid to get it
Although
there.
Lila has really been adventuring in the bathroom, now I hear her screaming and she's stuck on top of the medicine cabinet.
What?
Yeah, she gets up there.
How does she...
I don't know.
I feel like that's not like stable. I feel like that medicine cabinet would fall down.
Under her chunks.
Lila. Yeah, so when we have guests over, we put the toilet paper back because we don't want to have to, like, fucking explain shit. Like, so sometimes we forget to put it back, and then...
That's a conversation starter.
That's when Squeezy eats it. No, I mean, like, when we forget to put it back on the roll, or take it back off the roll, and that's when Squeezy's like, yes, they fucked up. And it's when we come home, you know? Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot.
Can we also talk about, going back to, like, things that happened last night, like, the shitty fucking fangs from Spirit Halloween.
Oh
like,
my god.
Like, those ones that are terrible are, like, Spirit Halloween's brand of fangs, and then the ones they viewed had left over... I don't know.
There's like some random brand that I've seen for years.
Those ones are like, I saw them there again, and
they're $20.
Like, they're $20 fucking dollars, and I was like, no, thank you. I'm still
because we were buying them for Bree and Dietrich and you weren't gonna fucking spend $60 on fangs for everyone.
No, so the Spirit Halloween ones were $5 a piece, and like
I felt so bad.
Fucking not work nearly as well.
I guess I bought those ones when I was still living in Pickwick.
Like, there's pictures of when we went, I was a victim and you were a vampire.
Yeah, that was our senior year of college.
Oh.
And so I've had them for like I guess like 2 years now, and like they are really nice and they stay in, and like they actually like match the color of my teeth and stuff, and the ones that you got like looked a little like, you know, fake funny, but whatever.
I knew at the end of the day that, like, it's gonna be dark out, everybody was gonna be, like, drunk, and so, like, nobody was gonna really notice.
I love it. Dietrich left his fucking teeth at the bar. Mine are in my wallet. I gotta put them back, because I don't want to lose them, because they were, like, I'm glad that how did they get to Seattle? I don't even know. Like, I still am trying to figure out, like, how I managed to remember to pack my fangs.
I found them in the the junk drawer, and so I was like, I don't know how these ended up here, but whatever.
Because, like, there are certain things that I didn't pack, but I managed to get those.
There's some random ass things that, like, just managed to come along with those.
It's fucking fun. Your mom dressed your dogs up for Halloween.
Yeah.
Bentley had one of those knife. They have, like, one headband that your mom uses every year, and it looks like there's, like, a knife going through their head, you know, and she puts it on the dogs.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
I'm sure Bentley was running around being his happy self, wagging his tail around and everything, just looking like such an idiot with this fucking, like, yeah, I'm so happy, I got a knife in my head.
Oh. Do you think your dads did shit for Halloween?
I don't know.
I didn't see any Facebook posts.
I know that Nicole went up to the cabin and was up there at the cabin with them for a little bit, but I don't know if they did anything or
Nicole's probably loving the fact that they have the fucking cabin that she can go to for, like, a relaxation time. That would be so nice. I like, whenever we visit PA, I want to see that cabin, like, so bad.
There's gonna be so many things when we go back to her. My sister just bought herself a brand new car. I'm so proud that, like, she got herself a new car.
I know.
And then my dad's getting a new fucking house.
Nicole was texting me because she, if you don't know, Nicole was Chris's sister, and she was texting me, she was like, do you have any, like, makeup tutorials that you've seen or, like, that you've done for, like, Halloween makeup for... She was trying to be, like, a porcelain doll or, like, a doll, like, a creepy doll. And so I found a few, and she was like, yeah, thank you, like, these are great, whatever. And then she sent me pictures of the makeup, and I was so impressed. She did such a good job at that, like, cracked porcelain doll where, like, your eye is missing and it's, like, a hole. And I was like, yo. Because I don't even know. I'm not that good with eyeliner sometimes, so that was really cool. And your sister, like, doesn't even wear makeup, like, normally. So that was really impressive. I was like, damn, bitch. She looked great, though. And her friend looked really good, too. I forget what her friend was, like a skeleton, maybe? Yeah.
I didn't even see these pictures.
Oh, it's alright, it's fine. But, yeah, you know, just
hanging
life.
out. I'm gonna eat some of those Rice Krispie pumpkins because they're delicious.
Yeah. Rebecca, she might actually be listening to this. Hi, Rebecca Shores. I saw that she was giving out candy, and I was like, aw, because, like, I don't think anybody would have knocked on our door in this apartment, but, like, the way that their apartment is set up, it's more of, like, a condo, kind of, almost. So, that's kind of cool. I hope that one day we have an apartment where we can give out candy.
Our apartment complex is filled with, like, college students and just out of college students, and so, like...
Everyone's just kind of, like...
Nobody's really got kids, and nobody's really got, like... Fucking anybody that's gonna be like...
A lot of animals in our building.
Yeah, I mean, that's so Seattle.
What about that new thing that they're doing in Seattle where apartment buildings... You read about that article.
Oh my god, yeah. So I, like, catch up on the Seattle Reddit because, like, there's lots of, like, what's going on and, like, the government and shit on there, which is kind of helpful. And, like, apartment complexes now... This is supposed to be controversial, but I totally, like, agree with it. It's like...
I agree with it.
It's like apartment complexes are now requiring you to just... You pay, like, $25 when you, like, sign up to, like, be in this fucking apartment complex, and you have to get a swab of your dog's DNA, which is just, like, a cotton swab on the inside of their mouth, and then, like, you give it to them, and then it's $25. And then they keep this on file because then they collect the dog poop that's in the elevators or in the hallways or on the property that's not picked up.
People
and then
let their dogs shit, and, like, I understand. I get it. The rooftop was supposed to have, like, a puppy pad or whatever the hell that they do.
Yeah.
But, like, people are letting their dogs, like, shit all over the building, and, like, I'm sorry, but I don't, you know...
I don't pay for that.
I don't pay for this to live in this building for that, so
then
it's not just this building, it's, like, everywhere in Seattle is trying to do this now, but...
Yeah, so then they DNA test it, and then if it's, like, your dog's, then they charge you, one, for the test, and two, like, an extra fee on top of that. So they were saying, like, they charge, like, $100 fine to cover all those costs and everything every time. And they said, like, one person, we got, like, $500 in a week because, like, they...
Whatever!
Like, they're cleaning up their poop now, though, and it's like, honestly, if that's what it takes, fucking good. I'll pay that $25 to, like...
Swab my cats or whatever,
yeah,
like, that don't leave the apartment. I don't care, like, I'm already paying for them to rent this apartment or whatever. But, like, you know, if, like, what kind of person, like, lets their animal just, like, shit inside a building? Like
that's what when you get a dog, you sign up for that kind of responsibility to take them out and go to a grass patch or at least down to the sidewalk and then
that's
pick it
why
up.
we don't have dogs, because we were like, we live on one of the top floors, we have a small apartment
in
and
a rainy city,
and we don't feel like having to let a dog out every 5 minutes. Like, if that's a problem for you, like, if that happened to me, like, I know accidents happen, like, you're in the elevator, all of a sudden your dog's just shitting or something, but you clean it up. Like, who takes their dog for a walk and doesn't have stuff to clean it up?
Yeah,
like,
a lot of people, because a lot of
people don't give a shit.
That's a huge problem in Seattle, apparently, is that people are just assholes with their dogs and they don't clean up after them.
Whatever. Fucking, I know that it's not going to be me that's going to have to pay for it, so if it keeps the apartment from smelling like shit and urine all the time, then fuck. Like, I don't give a shit.
Oh, but cats, they suck.
Yeah, cats are horrible because they don't actually love you, right? You know, like...
Meanwhile, I play hide and seek with them, like, every fucking day.
I know.
And they're great.
I know. And Lila woke us up this morning. She was like, why are you still sleeping? We were like, baby, we're hungover. And she was like, no! She was so cute this morning. She was laying on my chest and purring, and I was like, this is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah... I'm totally for that. I don't give a shit. Like, I've peed in an elevator, though, once. But it was by accident. God. My bladder just left my body. So, have I told this story?
I don't know.
I don't know. But either way, I was at VidCon, and we're going back to our hotel. I have to pee extremely badly. And I have never felt this in my entire life. Like, I can usually make it to the bathroom, and even if I'm kind of, like, peeing myself a little bit, it's contained in my pants or something. I don't know. Like, I've peed myself multiple times because I just have a really weak bladder, and I drink way too much coffee. But this time, like, I lost control. Like, I literally, like, lost control of the lower half of my body.
Thank God we were alone.
We were alone. Oh my God. We could have been with, like, YouTubers, and I would have been really embarrassed.
We could have just been with, like, anybody else.
Someone could have vlogged it. Like, that's the thing. You run a risk. Like, imagine if we were there with, like, Nick and all of them. Like, you know one of them would have vlogged it.
Oh my God.
I feel like Nick was tweeting us, and I've texted him about this. Like, I want a year where we can all be together for Halloween, because they get so into it, and they dress up, and like Jason and everybody. I think it would be really fun.
That'd be great.
Oh, it would be so fun if they came here for Halloween, because then they get to experience like fall, because I know that they miss that. But fuck, ow.
Oh,
I don't know what Halloween is like in LA. It's fucking hot.
I don't know. I just saw Lindsay tweet today. She's like, that time when it's November and it's still 80 degrees.
Oh my god. See, like, okay, it would be the smart move of me to move to LA. I would probably have a lot more money. I would probably be doing a lot more things with my, like, just the social media stuff. I can't do it.
For our personal sanities.
I can't do it.
I love the fall. Actually having a cold fall, and I love the winter time, actually having it be cold when it's Christmas.
It's like, it's not even like, even if LA had seasons but it was just warmer, I still wouldn't do it, because all right, I'm the type of person that and I'm sure a lot of people listening to this will get me on this. I hate summer and spring because I have to wear less clothing and I'm not that secure in my body. Like, that's how I am. So, like, when summer and spring are rolling around and everybody has to wear... I hate my arms, for instance. So I hate wearing... This year, even though I still don't like my arms, I wore tank top dresses, like, with nothing... I usually wear, like, a shawl over me, or, like, a little...
Kimono.
Light... Yeah, something light, like a light cardigan, something to cover up my arms. This year, I just did it, and I went out, and I'm sure I looked fine, and I'm sure nobody was, like, staring at my arms with me. I was, like, in my head, I was like, I am doing great things right now. Like, but, like, it's a huge deal for me, and I just know that, like, with the heat in LA, like, I would just be insecure every day, and I would hate that so fucking much.
I couldn't do that.
And then, I don't know, I just heard,
There's also, like, Seattle's, like, tech industry, like,
I know, yeah. Like,
central,
we obviously love
like,
it here, so we don't want to move.
Like, for my job.
Like, my manager will be like, yeah, like, let me know when you, like, want to relocate to LA, like, Sly. I'm like,
That's why we came to Seattle, so we were close enough to...
I don't want to relocate because I love this place. I love Seattle. I love the food. I love the people we've met. Like, now that we're actually, like, I'm like, okay, wouldn't it be great to live in LA so we can hang out with Nick, Ken, and Jason, like, every fucking day?
Well, duh.
Like, yes, I would, and Susie and Ava, like, we have Lindsay and Megan, I mean, fuck, like...
we can go on and on, so many people.
We actually have a lot more friends living in LA than we do in Seattle, but, like, I mean, I do get to see them sometimes, but, like, I don't know, I'm, like, now I'm, like, don't want to leave the friends that we made here, like, I feel very settled now, finally.
It's just...
I love it here.
I've loved this place every day that I've been here, so I don't want to leave here.
There hasn't been a day where I'm like, I hate living in Seattle. There's never been one day.
Yeah, so I don't want to leave a place that I feel that good
And then
in.
I can just visit LA, and there are some projects that I can work on. A lot of the projects that I would be able to work on are for things that you don't like, I don't know, like, most of the things that I want to be doing, you have to be LA based, and it's just because it requires, like, a lot of time, so you kind of have to do that. But, like, I mean, if they would be willing for me to, like, stay with a bunch of friends, like, keep hopping apartments, because there's so many people I know that I could just... I wouldn't even be a burden on people for a long period of time, because I could just, hop from one friend's house. It would be stressful as hell on me, but I feel like I could do it. I wouldn't like it, and I wouldn't want to be away from Seattle. I would probably be really homesick from Seattle, but I could do it. I would miss the cats, though, so much. God, I would be having you send me pictures every day. If I had to stay in LA for, like, longer than a week. God, remember when I went to PA for 2 weeks? I, like, could not... I loved I was very far away from the cats in PA. Like,
I mean, we got the infamous coming home to the cats video out of that.
But, like, I think about that when I was in Pennsylvania and you were still here, and I think that's the farthest away from each other we've been, ever.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. That was
And we weren't even sad about that. No,
I know. Like, I mean, I missed you, but, like...
The cats.
And
I understand. I was like, yeah, the cats. Like.
I know, but I was very proud of myself for making that journey and being able to fly by myself now. I've done 4 flights by myself, and as an anxious person, that is huge for me. And I almost, like, yesterday with Halloween, like, I had been working on a video all day, and I was having, like, technical difficulties with trying to find the music for it, and I was getting really frustrated because I wanted the video to go up before a certain time, because I didn't want people to, like, be already out for Halloween by the time the video went up, and blah, blah, blah. And so I was, like, getting kind of panicked, and then I was like, you know what, fuck this holiday, like, honestly, like, maybe we should just cancel and, like, stay in, like, blah, 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 blah. And I am so glad that I, like, didn't do the thing that I always do where I'm just, like, feeling uncomfortable and anxious, and then I'm like, fuck it, and then I give up. So I'm glad I pushed myself and did stuff last night, because I had a great time, and it was great.
Yeah.
So
if you guys have any, like, pictures of, like, fun costumes or funny stories or anything, just, like, tweet them at us or something.
Pets,
like, if pets
too.
always...
We've been getting a lot of pets, and I love it.
I've been enjoying that.
Yeah. I love my mentions right now. It's like everybody's Halloween fucking pet, and I'm like, yes. But
yeah, it's fucking good. Let me see. Here we are at 50 minutes. So, do you got anything else you want to talk about, or should we do, like, a question?
Why don't we answer some of the email questions? Because I feel like we didn't get to do those last one because we were talking about Halloween stuff. So let's do, like, a couple of email questions and then get on to Bincho Town.
Chipotle is trending on Facebook, according to my email.
Oh.
I think it's because they had some sort of... one of the restaurants closed because it had, like, salmonella or something like that.
That's so funny, because I keep hearing those Chipotle commercials that are, like, they're just, like, dragging other fast food companies.
I have to pull up my...
The email.
Yeah, I had to get my tablet.
Alright, do that, man. I was just happy to use the coffin emoji so much last night as a vampire. And they just added I feel like they added all of those spoopy emojis, like, right before Halloween. Like, they had a spider.
Emojis, on point.
Yeah. I hope they add more for holidays in the future. I don't think they're going to add anything. It always, like, they said that they were going to add more emojis, like, in June. And it took them until, like, October. So I feel like they're not going to do anything for December, which would be great.
Where's that? They also did we played on GTA, they did a surprise Halloween update.
Oh my god, yeah, I hope that they keep it, because, alright, so
well, yeah, you keep whatever you've bought.
Not even that, like, there's makeup, like, there's skeleton makeup, and there's, like, new masks and stuff, but they have a new game type, and it's called Slasher, and it's, like, there's 3 different ones, I think, and you're in a room, and it's either you're playing on a team, or, like, you're the hunted, or you're the slasher, like, the one. So the 3 people or however many people are on the hunted team, you literally only have a flashlight, and you have to be able to defend yourself from the one person that's lurking around with a gun. And it's, like, obviously really terrifying, and it is violent. But it's, like, it's basically like a scary movie, but in a game form. And it's just, so like, a really fun, stupid game format, and you were playing that, and I was watching, because I just really didn't, I was, like, a little too scared. They had it in, like, a meat locker, and the lighting in there was, like, really, like, dark and misty looking, like, they really spoofed it up. It was really fun, though. We could have played, like, Alien Isolation, too, if we didn't have anything to do. Could have stayed in.
Alright, I'm just gonna pick a random question here that we have.
Just go for it, man.
Alright. Hello, Crachel and Chunks.
Hey.
They say hello as well. Is there even a character limit on emails? So basically, so I'm a gender fluid person. She pronouns is fine.
Cool.
That is pansexual, and I was close to a girl coming into her bisexuality. We met on Tumblr over similar interests, figured out we were only a couple hours apart, and talked like we wanted to date. We had decided we wanted to meet before we decided to label it anything, and we seemed to be okay with that. Smart.
Cool.
At first, things were great. I was more open with her than any other relationship I had previously, and when she visited for my graduation, we had sex, and everything seemed amazing. My family liked her, though they didn't know about us, in quotes, and I'm not out to them either, and my friends liked her too.
Oh, cool.
Then there may have been... I am, like, having such a trouble reading right now.
Do you want me to read it?
Sure. Then.
Wait, where are we?
There.
Then there may have been apprehensive thoughts on her end that I hadn't learned she had until later. A huge, long, shitty story summarized. I asked her to be my girlfriend. She said no. We said we would be friendly and decided if we wanted to still be friends after a trip with some of her friends. During the trip, I felt isolated from her and her friends, and a week after the trip, I finally asked her about us. Another huge, long, shitty story summarized. I tried to talk to her about how I felt that weekend, and when I told her I feel like I'm being used for affection, she acted as if I had said, "You are taking me for granted." She disregarded that I was expressing a feeling, put words in my mouth, and literally blocked me on Facebook so I couldn't even reply to her message. Yikes.
Damn.
So here's my issue. I am totally done with her and everything that happened. Good for you. But I feel 100% shitty about my relationship with her friends. Her friends were my friends too, I guess. Were pretty cool. I had never laughed as hard as I did with them, and I'm sure the girl I was interested in fed them with lies and made herself out to be the victim when all I did was express a feeling and find some resolution to how I was feeling, and she cut me off by blocking me. I want all of this and them to be out of my life, but I'm still feeling bad that they probably have the complete wrong idea of who I am. Any advice? Oh, okay. So, yeah, she's probably, talking shit, or not even talking shit, but, obviously she's gonna be making herself seem a lot more just in this situation than you, which really fucking sucks. I think, what I would do in this situation, because, I would be done with this binge too. I would not be trying to, the girl that blocked you. I wouldn't, at that point, because, you just told her about a feeling that you're having, and, everybody has the right to, express how they're feeling, especially if they're doing it in, a
You've been through
constructive way.
Some kind of things like that where you just, said, hey, this is something that is
this is something that's bothering me.
And then it's been, shit.
Yeah, because, I had this one friend when I was still in college, and I, expressed, a totally different situation, we weren't, romantically involved at all, but, something went down that I was not happy with, so I expressed, calmly that it was kind of fucked up, and then this person, thought that I was attacking them, and they always get really defensive, I feel when you try to, just explain how you're feeling, and that really sucks, and I wasn't blocked or anything like that, but it definitely, was not the conversation, the way that I wanted to have it, and it just didn't end up, I feel there was never any resolution, because I just wasn't able to, fully express myself without her overreacting. So, I'd say it's probably a lost cause with this girl. However, the friends, if you want closure, if, these are people that if you want them in your life still, then I would recommend, just, I don't know, messaging them somehow and be hey, I just want to let you know, there's no bad blood between us or whatever, there was a lot of that went down between me and this girl, and, I really wish that maybe things had gone differently, and I really hope that, you understand where I was coming from, maybe even explain how you were feeling to the friends, maybe, and that's if you want closure, but if you don't see yourself, being able to stay friends with those people, if, they're really good friends with this girl, then, I feel this might be one of those things where you just gotta, wait until you're not feeling weird about it anymore, and then just moving on from them. Because, I don't know, I probably, personally, I wouldn't be friends with people that, were friends with someone that did me a lot of hurt, and just because it's an uncomfortable situation
feels a little
to be
weird,
in.
Why you, especially if they, know the situation, it's don't you see how they hurt me, and you're still gonna hang out with them?
And, I'm not, it's one thing if, you have a huge group of friends and you're all very close, and then one person has a falling out with you, but then you're all still kind of civil towards each other and all still hanging out, but this seems like you met the friends through this person, so I don't know, but if anything, politely reach out to one of the friends or any of them and just kind of explain what you were feeling at the time in a way that doesn't sound like you're attacking that other person.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to sound like you're trying to, trash their friend, But, you definitely want to show them that you're not a piece of shit, Because, that's always shitty. And I hate that, too. I hate thinking about people that, have a bad idea of you because you had an argument with someone, and they're gonna obviously elaborate what went down so that it sounds like they're a victim, because that's what people do, and it's just normal life.
You didn't do anything wrong, though. You...
From what I'm reading...
Yeah, you went out there, you communicated, you just said what you felt.
You just said that you weren't feeling good in the relationship.
You wanted answers, you just wanted to know where you were at. So, don't let that discourage you from doing that kind of thing in a future kind of relationship.
Because there will be adults that will fucking not be twats about it. like, I don't know, like, as you get older, like, when you express a feeling, like, I have a friend that, like, sometimes will hurt my feelings, and if I point it out to that friend, I'm like, hey, like, that was kind of shitty, they're usually like, oh, wow, I didn't even, like, mean it that way, or, like, they'll have, like, a reason, like, oh, well, you know, I'm so sorry, like, I've just been feeling really shitty about this thing, and I took it out on you. Like, usually people are mature enough to be able to, like, have the conversation, but to block somebody without even, like, being able to say anything is just, like, really immature, in my opinion. Like, you should be able to have at least a conversation about things, like, even if it still doesn't end up working out, like, you should be able to talk, so.
Yeah.
That sucks, though. So, I mean, give us an update, but, you know, hopefully you're better off without at least that girl in your life. But, yeah. Good luck with everything, though.
And, again, just, like, follow up with us.
No, I love the follow-up.
We like to get follow-ups on things.
If
you want to find another one, they're, like, the ones that are flagged.
Okay.
So,
okay.
You just pick something random.
Alright. This one. Hello, you beautiful bitches.
Oh, thank you. Starting off with flattery. I like this.
I just want to quickly say how much you guys both help me. I laugh out loud during your podcast all the time, and it always cheers me up so much, so thank you guys for all that you do. Well, thank you for listening. That makes me very happy. Anyway, this has a few moving parts, so I'm sorry if it's long and a pain to read. No
Moving
worry.
and working.
Moving and working. So I've been out as pansexual to my close friends and my mom for a while now. My mom and I have always had a very open dialogue about sexuality for pretty much my whole life, but my dad is a different story. I'm not necessarily estranged from my dad, but we hardly see each other and very rarely talk. There were some really shitty things that happened with him in my childhood that he's definitely buried and refuses to acknowledge. Drunken rages, explosive anger, etc. Because of this lack of relationship, I'm very uncomfortable talking to him about my sexuality. No shit, I would feel the same way. I know for sure that if I came out to his side of my extended family, that I would be completely unwelcome to any family gathering or holidays. That's shitty. That being said, I've been dating a girl for about a month now, and I really care about her. She's so great, and I want to see how our relationship progresses, but I'm conflicted. I don't want to tell my dad or extended family about our relationship as to protect her, and me, I guess, from any discomfort or pain that we don't really deserve. But I also don't want to feel like I have to hide this part of myself either. I've talked to her about it, and how if I come out to my family, they'll probably cut off contact, and she basically said, well then, that's their loss, honestly, and it doesn't change anything about us, which is definitely true. Any thoughts? Thank you guys so much. Y'all are the best, and keep smiling. Alright. Shit. So, yeah, you're totally right. You don't deserve to even be feeling this way at all. Like, you're literally just like, I have a fucking girlfriend that I really like, and I'm gonna, like, you know, like, that's just, like, that's fucking great. I am so glad that you have a girlfriend that you really like, and that your mom is really cool with it. I also love that you and your mom have, like, been talking about sexuality since forever, because that is so foreign to me. So that is so cool. Like, I mean, even your parents, like, you've never talked to them. Like, have you ever like talked to your dad about being gay?
No.
Like, and he's gay, and like, it's still not even something that is discussed. No. Older people are fucking weird.
It's just like, that was just like the way it was, and
I'm sure he had to keep it hidden for a while, so I mean, we could talk about that some other time, but do you have any thoughts about this? Because I mean, obviously I could go in, because this is something that I've slightly experienced.
I would say it's, I mean, like, I'm not sure, you said they're kind of like estranged, so like, I'm not sure how much you're seeing these people, like, in the
extended family.
Yeah, like, if it's just like a random holiday every year, or if it's a lot more than that, I don't know. Either way, though, I still think it would be the best just to, like, it's more painful up front, but it's, like, more gratifying in the long run. Personally, I haven't fucking dealt with this, so I don't know, but, like...
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with you.
I would say that, like, to just come out and just, because, like, it's you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, you just want to be out.
You haven't done anything at all.
So, like, you're just trying to just say who you are, and, like...
You want to also date your girlfriend and not have
openly.
to, like... Yeah, and everyone should have the right...
Your mom is chill, and your friends are chill, and
I'm really glad that you have your mom and your friends, and your girlfriend.
That definitely is, like, a good, like...
That's awesome.
Something to fall back on if things don't go well. And, like, again, like, you could be surprised. Like, could happen that, like, they might be, like, cool with it.
Yeah, like, even if you don't talk to your dad all the time, I don't really know, obviously, your relationship in the past, like, when you were speaking more often. I mean, there is always a chance that he's either A, not gonna care, which would be great, or B, is just gonna be, like, one of those parents where you tell them that you have, like, a sexuality that's not straight, and they just are, like, they ignore it, which is shitty, because they don't, like, I don't know, validate you, or, like, celebrate you, or whatever, but at least they're not, like, arguing with you about it, or C, it could be not the best situation. My extended family, I don't know if they know about. We don't really talk to my extended family, and, I mean, I obviously make videos on the internet and shit, and so I have no idea if any of them know, if I'm bi or whatever. So, I don't know. I feel like if they're people that you don't see often, and you just want to be able to, like, be with your girlfriend publicly and not have to worry that you haven't told, like, A, B, and C, then I would say, like, I don't know, maybe if it's not weird to, like, write your dad a letter and be, like, talking about how you're doing well and how you're really excited because you met someone, and then reveal who that person is, but, like, in a casual way, but just keep emphasizing how happy you are and how this is great and how comfortable you are. And I feel like hopefully he reads that, or if you want to do it, like, over the phone, I don't really know. I just feel like writing down your feelings, sometimes it's easier because then they can't interrupt you. That's just kind of the way that I always try to roll it out.
Yeah.
But, like, maybe if you keep emphasizing, like, how good all of this is, then he won't take it badly. It's kind of like you're giving him the feelings that he needs to have about it, you know? But, yeah, I guess, like, because I understand, like, you definitely want to be able to, like, you know, I don't know, post pictures of you and your girlfriend on Facebook or something public that he might be able to see. So I think, like, the best option is to at least let him know. And if things go badly and your family, like the extended family, stops talking to you, that's horrible and,
like I said, painful
as hell. But, I mean, you never know. They might be the type of people, like, I don't know your extended family. And maybe a lot of them, like, maybe some of them will react badly. Some of them might be, like, totally fine with it. Some of them might just ignore it. I feel like it'll probably be, like, a different experience with different people. But ultimately, it's going to be probably better for you so that you can at least just, like, enjoy the relationship that you're in. And you have your mom and you have your friends. And, you know, you have a support system in that way. So hopefully that's cool. And I don't know. It's a weird situation. Yeah, it's every time we get questions about this, like, should I come out or how should I do it? And I'm always just like, it's obviously, like, I don't want people to feel like I'm pressuring them to come out if they're not ready. Like, if you're not ready to do this, then you don't have to do anything. But if it's something that you're already out to a lot of people and you just want to be able to celebrate having your girlfriend and not have to worry about, like, editing your online life or, like, your, I don't know, just being careful about it, and you feel like you're safe, like, you don't feel like you're in danger by coming out, which is also why I feel like a letter is something that's good to do, because, you know, your safety is very important. So if that's something that is scary to you, like, you know, I don't know if I would have come out to my parents in person.
No.
I don't know.
No. I would not have, like...
I know. And, like, when I went to Pennsylvania to see friends, like, they were like, you know, maybe we could, like, go and see them, and I was like, well...
No.
I don't know. Like, I kind of, like, part of me wanted to be able to talk to them, but I was going to show up with, like, 3 lesbians and then me, and then I had just come out as bi, and they weren't happy about it, so I feel like, I don't know, it wouldn't have been a safe situation for us to be in at the end of the day. So, yeah. I hope that you're able to come out to your dad, and it's, like, either, like, just, like, okay, like, whatever, or just one of those things where they just ignore it and pretend it's not something that's happening, because even though that's shitty, because you kind of want, like, to be accepted, not really just, like, tolerated, if that makes sense. But
what the heck, Jer?
Your phone.
Oh, my phone.
But at the same time, it's probably a lot easier than, like, you know, like, a problem, but, Yeah. Like I said, a letter is probably, like, the best way to do it, and I would say just keep emphasizing how happy this all is, how good this feels, how right this situation is, and how happy you are, because your dad should want you to be happy. And not everybody's parents care about their kids' happiness. I know my parents they don't give a fuck. So, like, hopefully he would be happy for you, or at least, like, can actively, like, realize, like, okay, well, at least my daughter is happy, and this is a good thing for her, and even if I don't agree with it, or if it doesn't make me comfortable, or whatever, or it's not, like, the easy, normal life that I saw for myself, then I can just get over it, because literally, you've done nothing besides fall in love. Like, sometimes I just want to break down, like, sexuality shit, and I'm just like, you're literally mad because I could fuck someone. Like, you're literally mad because I have the capacity to love someone. Like, that's
You're
so
literally
stupid.
Mad because of something that has nothing to do with you as a person.
That's the thing, too. Like, does me having the capacity to fall in love with a woman affect my parents' lives? No, we don't even live together. We live on opposite sides of the country. Like, it shouldn't even affect anything. So it always, like, whenever something like this is happening, I just, like, sometimes I just sit back and I, like, forget what I'm fighting for a second, and I'm just like, holy shit, did we just remember, like, how stupid this is? It would literally be like if you told someone that you preferred lemons over oranges, and they're, like, affected by it somehow deeply. It's like, you've literally done nothing wrong besides express your personal choice. Not even choice. I mean, your personal preference.
It'd be like somebody literally taking the, like, oh, I like cats, but I don't, like, I like cats instead of dogs, and literally, like, taking that as, like, a personal offense, like, I can't talk to you because you like cats instead of dogs.
And it affects, like, this is, like, a side thing, but, like, my parents are not religious, so it's, like, they don't even have the excuse of, like, oh, well, the Bible said Adam and Eve, you know, like, not Adam or Eve, so, but, like, they don't even have that. They're literally just shitty people. Like, they don't even have a fucking excuse for being homophobic. They just are. And, like, yes, I get it. My dad is old as fuck, so he was born in a time where, you know, being a homosexual, like, I get it. I fucking understand it. Everybody has grown in different times, and I'm lucky to be, like...
You can also, like, being old is not an excuse for not learning.
Alright, like, think about all of the...
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
But think about all of the people that were fighting for gay rights since, like, ever.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's not like this is a new thing.
What about the people, like, yeah, exactly, like, alright, this is totally random, but on the Vampire Diaries, this is not, in the Vampire Diaries right now, there's a lesbian couple, or at least, there's just two women together, and they're, like, vampire witch things, and they've been around since, like, the 1800s or something, and, like, they're really excited because now they can be out together, because right now they're, like, in 2015, and they're, like, you know, we used to have to be able to hide, and, like, and so, like, there's always been LGBT people that have existed since forever.
They've either been, like, witches or, like, something, like, way back in the day.
Like, there's always, like, we were being institutionalized and all sorts of stuff, and just, it's like, it's always existed, and I get it, everybody lived in a different time when things weren't accepted and stuff, but then there are people that are, like, the same age as my parents that would not have reacted the same way. And it makes me so angry because they don't even have an excuse other than a shitty, personal, like... Like,
when I'm 60, 70 years old, like, I'm just not gonna, like, stop learning. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always, like, I love to learn, and I love to just understand new concepts and stuff like that. And I mean,
I am
who knows, like, where, like, the acceptance of, like, gender and sexuality is by that time. I hope that it's really good by that time. But,
yeah. I mean, like, I'm not even, like, I think about, like, I think there was a time where I was, like, 16, 17, and I would say openly that I wasn't a feminist because I was a fucking idiot. And, like, literally, just ignorant as hell, because I thought that, you know, there was all these negative connotations with being a feminist, most, and I thought that, like, I was one of those people that was like, I don't want women over men, like, I want everyone to be equal, not realizing that that's literally what feminism means, because I'm 17 and I don't know anything about life. Now, there are 17-year-olds that know way more about fucking intersectional feminism than I ever knew at fucking 16 or 17. And
which
so
gives me hope.
Which makes me so happy. And, like, some of the messages that we get about people that are, you know, they're like, I'm 17 and I know that I'm pansexual and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck. I had no idea what was going on, like, back then. So
thank you. I feel like the internet is a really, like, harbinger of, like, this whole change, and
you know, people make fun of it, too. They're like, everybody gets so offended over everything on the internet, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I am so glad that we live in a world where we are constantly critical of, not even critical, but, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not critical. I mean, just, like, critical doesn't have to mean a negative thing. Like, thoughtfully critical about things that we consume and things that we think about. Like, just not just being okay with everything that happens, like, just because it's, like, normal to make fun of certain groups.
We kind of, like, as a species, get smarter as time goes on, and we learn more things, and therefore things that we believed in the past need to change. It's not like, you know,
we're still, like, I think about medicine. It's not like we're still, like, bleeding people to get rid of diseases. Unless that works.
I think back to when, like, Galileo said that the Earth was round, and everybody was like, what are you talking about? It's flat. And, like, we learned, and now, like, we have pictures of the Earth being round and shit. Like,
I saw a post.
Let's think about that kind of stuff, and it's like, goddamn.
I don't remember where it was, but it was like, neurotypicals get creeped out by, like, insane asylum, fucking, like, stupid horror Halloween, like, walk-through things because it's spoopy. But, like, me, like, mentally ill person or whatever, thinks about it like, if I were living in that time, I would be treated like shit and be, like, pretty much imprisoned for just being, like, depressed. Or just having, like, panic disorder or something like that. So it's, like, it's crazy. And it makes me so mad. But, I mean, fuck, I don't know.
We just went on the whole thing.
I know, but sometimes we gotta get real, you know? Sometimes we just gotta... I just, like, at the end of the day, like, I think about it and I'm like, okay, I have done nothing wrong. And, you know...
I mean, hell, I didn't know, like any of this stuff when I was in high school or anything.
Well, we're not taught about anything.
Yeah, and, like, I mean, I wasn't questioning myself or anything, but, like, I learned, like, a bajillion things, like, just through you and, like, throughout the whole spectrum.
The next step,
like,
I feel like, would be really, like, sexual education is already horrible. Like, in public schooling, especially in America. Oh my god, it's horrible. So, I would love for, like, sex ed to be... Did you know, I forget whose video, I think it might have been, like, a Lacey Green video or something, where they were talking about how scientific fact in sex ed education is not mandatory in a lot of states. Like, literally the isn't that blow your fucking mind? Now, that is just heterosexual sex. We don't even get taught about fucking gay sex at all because it's so taboo, I say with air quotes. And it's like, we could be saving people's lives. We could, like, just because you're gay doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to learn safe sex practices in school, just like everybody else, if, like, your school teaches you about safe sex practices. So, like, I just...
Still abstinence in a lot of places.
I know. Like... And so, like, I would love sex education to be better, but it should not just be for heterosexual people learning about safe sex. Like, it makes me so angry. Like...
Well, as we know, by just, like, the way America works, it's just, like, scientists don't really matter, and things that they prove to be actual fact is not important at all.
I know.
Literally... fucking hashtag save bacon or whatever because scientists proved that it could increase your chances of getting, like, cancer.
We get it, like, the bacon thing you have to eat, like, I saw, like,
it was like...
There was, like, statistics comparing to, like, cancer that you could get from eating processed meats to cancer that you could get from just smoking cigarettes. And obviously, like, 75% of people that smoke cigarettes, I think that was, like, the statistic. I'm probably wrong, but, like, it was, like, a very high number. It was over 50% of people that smoke cigarettes will get this type of cancer or whatever. And it was, like, something like 80. It was, like, not 80, but it was, like, a very low percentage of people eating processed meats. So, yes, it's not as dangerous as some ways of getting cancer, but, like, it has been proved to be linked if you, like, go crazy and you're, like, one of those Ron Swanson-ass bitches where you just eat bacon, wrapped on bacon in every meal and just all that shit, like, whatever. But, like, people were so mad and, like, offended that, like, a food literally made of fat could cause you harm, like...
And they were like, oh my god, this isn't true. Stop attacking bacon. Stop attacking our favorite
bacon
food.
rights. Like, I'm so glad that the Menonists out there, like, fighting for bacon rights when, like,
God damn, that is for a whole nother...
When I had to feel, like, embarrassed for being paranoid about being followed last night, even though he was literally running, chasing. There was chasing that happened. And I had to feel I felt slightly like, did I overreact? Because no, like, and I didn't overreact. I was, so, fuck. Bacon rights, though. I mean,
bacon
fuck.
rights.
Let's just screw everything else.
I'm gonna make a new Twitter. It's gonna be called Bacon Rights.
And can you just parody the people that, like, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can enjoy bacon. I love bacon! Like...
Birds' right activists.
Yeah, but, like, making fun of... Yeah, I think that would be kind of funny. Like, a satiric... I love the subtle political commentary that is Birds' right activists. I've talked about that before.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Alright, why don't you pull up the benches? I'm just gonna throw something away. Just ignore me.
I've actually got the benches up here already, so...
Hopefully by our next podcast we have, like, even better news, man. I mean, fuck. Anything could happen before Wednesday.
Yeah, so... Keep an eye out on my Twitter, Chris Considers, because I
know you'll flip the fuck out if anything happens.
We'll have lots of excited tweets.
Yes.
I feel like tomorrow's my first day at the temp job. And, like,
aren't you gonna feel so good going in there?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna feel really good going in there, but I bet you $10, like, I'm gonna get a call, like, while I'm working there, so, like, I can't answer it right away, probably.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because, I mean, I'm not really, from what I'm doing, it's not, like, anything really hard, so I might be able to take a phone call. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, what do you want to do as the theme? I was kind of thinking doing Flavortown, because, like, we really haven't been on that. And the last time we said we were going to do Flavortown, we just talked about pork butts.
Oh my god.
So, like, actually going to Flavortown, maybe, I don't know. Do you have a better idea?
I don't really have a better idea.
Last time was Spoopy, because we did the Halloween.
Yeah.
Do you want to just do
Sorry, Zach is texting.
We got new benchos, too, so I mean, like...
Ooh, new benchos!
Do Flavortown?
Yeah, let's flavor it up.
Actually Flavortown
like
here.
the vessel of Flavortown. Like
yes,
that kind of shit.
We got this.
Yeah, I don't know. We were probably a little fucked up last time we tried to do that.
Alright. And again, thank you guys so much for signing up for Patreon. And you can find more info on patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel, and of course on the website too. It's one of the perks, if you guys haven't checked that out yet, is that you get your name on the website. I work harder on it. Please check it out.
Yeah, I know.
So, okay, let's see here. You need to fucking...
I know, I'm sorry.
You need to fucking come here.
I know, I'm texting. I'm sorry. I'm being a piece of shit. Okay.
Ready?
Alright, let's flavor it up.
Alright, first one, new bencho. Nicole Dowling.
Alright, you are the wooden dowels in the three-tiered clay... I almost said clit, but I meant cake. You're the wooden dowels in the three-tiered cake in the bakery of Flavortown.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Welcome to Flavortown.
Alright.
Okay, I'm really sorry if we mispronounce your name. Please yell at us if we do.
I want to say the J is silent, so Brynja?
Brynja? That's what I'm going to go with, too.
Yeah, but let me know. You are the brisk, cool air in the autumnal season in Flavortown.
Perfect. Autumn in Flavortown. That'd be a great time.
I bet.
Caitlin Shalda.
You're the shawl on the shoulders of Guy Fieri.
As he walks in the brisk autumnal Flavortown.
Yeah, that's
it. Selena Rodriguez.
You are the...
Selena Gomez playing on the radio
In the grocery store of Guys Grocery Games.
in Flavortown. That's where Guys Grocery Games, that's where it is. Okay, Carissa, you are carousing into Flavortown.
Yes.
I mean, we gotta bring it back. Like, you are carousing.
Go back to basics.
All right, Sloan Fuller.
Ooh. You are the full jar of barbecue sauce slathered on the nipples of Guy Fieri.
Oh, shit.
In Flavortown.
Nice. Stephanie, you are... I think... Stephanie.
You're the stuffing in the roast turkey in the Thanksgiving table in Flavortown.
Perfect. They have a communal Thanksgiving. Brittany Owen.
You are...
The Brita filter on the faucet of Guy Fieri's mansion in Flavortown.
Perfect.
Allison Shannon.
You are the
chandelier
Perfect.
in the foyer of Guy Fieri's mansion in Flavortown.
Perfect. Foyer.
Angelica Feliz.
You are the angel
Topper
Oh.
on the Christmas tree in Town Square in Flavortown.
Perfect.
I
feel like they would have a big Christmas setup.
Maria Spanos.
Spanos? You are the wingspan on the...
Majestic Flavor Bird.
Yeah, which is the official bird of Flavortown. You're the official bird of Flavortown, that's it.
Katie Gallardo.
You're Guy Fieri's gallbladder.
Oh my
in
god.
Flavortown. Let's hope he doesn't remove you.
Oh my god.
What, did you miss one?
No, I just want to make sure we're in our place. Sarah Seaman, you are the seaman on the vessel in
the harbor.
In the harbor of Flavortown.
Perfect. You can add Tori Sailor in the mix, honestly.
Oh my god, yeah. When we get down there, you'll be there. Dana Daly.
You're the daily ringing of the bell in the town square of Flavortown. Now, the bell only does, like...
Is a bell pepper.
Oh my god. It's perfect.
I was going to say, you are the daily flavor, the circular that goes around Flavortown.
Oh
like
my god.
The newspaper.
The daily
Extra.
What?
I don't know what to say.
Extra, full throttle. That's all and it's like only written by women, and they sign every article with "That's all she wrote."
Lenny Wells.
You're the well
in the town square of Flavortown. That when you
people throw like barbecue wings into it for making a wish.
Yeah, and like the water in it is actually just barbecue sauce.
It's a lot. It smells great.
Kylie Williamson.
You're the kayak covered in flames that Guy Fieri is taking out in the lake of Flavortown.
Perfect. Betsy Moscaso.
You're the bet that goes on every year for the annual Flavortown horse race, and every horse is a different, like, I don't know, wing sauce flavor.
Megan Wilson.
You're the will that Guy Fieri has written, and he says that everyone in Flavortown gets 3 cans of his, like, special sauce.
Oh.
Take that for what it is.
Kelly K. You are
the
Celtic festival that is held in Flavortown every year, where they have that horse race, and it is
an event.
There is lots of amazing mutton with barbecue sauce smothered all over it.
Smother me.
Brittany Livingston.
You are Guy Fieri's living and dining combination in his mansion in Flavortown, clearly.
Claire Wood.
You are the majestic Flamewood forest in Flavortown. Every tree is actually, like, painted with flames.
Beautiful.
They're really tall.
Kelly Adams.
You are the addition of hot sauce to the water that flows through the pipes of Flavortown.
Wonderful. Taking a bath is interesting.
That sting.
Temple Murray.
I mean, I feel like there has to be, like, some sort of religious temple in Flavortown, and I don't know...
It's worshipping the religion of Flavortown.
Yeah, and that's where you are.
That's what you are.
Yes!
Hannah Peterson.
You are the handmade...
Handmade sign that's welcoming you into Flavortown. That's been a staple since Flavortown was created.
In 1902!
Jenna Gordonier, you are the upper deck. You are the dining hall in the College of Flavortown.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Oh, God. Melissa Andrade.
You're the delicious feast for Thanksgiving in Flavortown. Can you tell I'm, like, thinking about Thanksgiving?
Sasha. Wow. I was just reading, like, so many names at once there. Just Sasha.
Just Madonna. Sasha, you are the sauce that is coating the wings at the buffet in Flavortown.
Wonderful. We're also thinking about wings today.
I feel like that's, like, Guy Fieri's favorite food.
Michaela Jernigan.
You're the germs that don't even exist in Flavortown because it's that clean and beautiful.
Yeah.
So sorry.
If we ever had Greg Miller on the show, like, it would be easy for us to just do, like, all wings because he's, like, obsessed with wings.
Oh my God.
That'd be so fucking funny.
Well, let's make that happen.
Hey,
tweet
Greg.
at him.
Hey, Greg.
Everyone tweet at Greg Miller to get on Coffee with Rachel.
Brandy Coates.
You're the coat of arms.
Oh! Hey.
That is on, I don't know, like, some sort of, like, fortress in Flavortown, you know?
Guy Fieri's mansion.
Yeah. It's like a flame, a wing, sunglasses, and, like, if you could draw slurping. That's what it would be. Maybe his goatee at the bottom or something.
Marisa Bell.
You could be the bell pepper that's ringing in the town square.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Larry Brinson Jr.
You're the junior mints that are being fed to Guy Fieri as he gets fanned with a palm leaf.
A palm leaf? I feel like he would get fanned with, like, a
piece of
pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. Oh my God, we went the same way. Wow, we, like, finish each other's sentences.
Alright, next is Sarah.
You're the, seer.
Serenading.
Okay. You could also be serenading Guy Fieri. In the court. I feel like Guy Fieri's, like, the king of this place, and, like, you have to, like, go to, like, his fucking thing, and you have to, like, serenade him so that he can help you actually, like, do things or whatever. But you could also be that seer. I don't know what you're searing, but it's...
A nice seer.
A nice seer.
Lexi Ortiz.
You are the Joker that teases Guy Fieri in the castle of Flavortown.
Oh my God, his personal jester.
Yep, that's you.
Brittany Cella.
You are the knee-slapping jokes that Guy Fieri tells, and everybody in the town laughs.
Exactly. He tells a funny...
Rip snorting.
Bridget Dubin.
You are the...
Dubious. I don't know.
You're the bridge in that is over the lake or harbor, something. One of those bodies of water in Flavortown.
Everybody likes to get, like, engaged on that bridge, and they throw wings off them.
Oh my God, yeah, instead of throwing rice, it might be like fried rice.
Oh, God. Grayson Clark.
You are the I'm having a lot of trouble right now. You're the sin that is no doubt being had all over Flavortown, but we kind of, like, enjoy it. We almost, like, want more sin.
Yeah.
This is a sinful town. I mean, we're wrapped in flames. We might as well be right. We're like right before hell, I feel like. It's like...
This is purgatory.
Yeah, it's like, it's flavoratory.
Vlyn Vance.
You are the... You are the
van that is taking all the kiddos from Flavortown High to the Celtic Fair that's going on.
Yeah, school trip.
School trip. Hillary Gay.
Oh my god. Hey.
Hey.
You are the hills that you can go to that give you a nice, beautiful view of the expanse of Flavortown.
Mm-hmm. Goes for miles and miles. Gabby Chambers, you are the Chambers in...
Guy Fieri's sex dungeon.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Flavortown. What? Like, you didn't think he has a sex dungeon?
No, he does.
He has vats of barbecue sauce that he rubs over it. Okay,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
shut
Okay,
the fuck
stop.
up.
Anna Hernandez.
You're the his and her towels that are coated in grease in Guy Fieri's bathroom.
Perfect. Jennifer Holtz. Holtz, look at that.
You are the hole on the 18-hole golf course in the country club of Flavortown. Fuck yes!
Awesome.
That's a new one.
Courtney White.
You are the... Like, it's always, like, the easier names that are actually, like, a word. Like, you know what I mean? That I'm, like, I have trouble with, you know?
Yeah,
It just fucks me up. You are the white frosted tips on most of the residents in Flavortown because they're trying to be, like, the king. It's kind of like the capital. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of figure it's like a Hunger Games situation. Like, everybody wants to be wearing flames and sunglasses on the wrong part of their heads because that's what President Snow, a.k.a. Guy Fieri, is doing.
Brie Lynn Mistol.
You are the Cafe Misto in the Cafe of Flavortown.
We gotta bring it back to classics.
Back to classics.
Tori Saylor, also in the harbor of Flavortown, like we fucking said.
We're, like, pairing you off at this point. Like, you guys are all, like, in the weird Crachel Cooks, Guy Fieri cinematic universe, and I fucking love it.
Sophie Smith, you're the blacksmith
In the forge.
of Flavortown. Perfect for that Celtic fair. That fucking...
I love that you have a Celtic fair, like, weird thing.
It's not even, like, anything appropriate for, like, those times, but whatever.
I just like you.
Oh, I guess I like you too. Elizabeth Doles.
You are doling out barbecue wings at the Celtic Fair.
Perfect. Shelley Smith. You are the locksmith.
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
I was going to different Smith.
Let's
fine.
not.
Okay, fine.
You are shucking the clamshells in the bay of Flavortown.
There's a bay, there's a lake,
A
there's
harbor.
harbors,
The whole town is underwater.
there's a river.
It's okay.
Rachel Leask.
The least you could do is...
Knock on Guy Fieri's mansion door before you just walk right in.
I know. Get some manners. I'm sure you're very nice.
Mackenzie Knight. You're the knight protecting...
The castle of Flavortown.
Wonderful. And lastly, Rachel Evans.
You are the even coating of barbecue sauce that is moisturizing Guy Fieri's supple flesh.
Oh.
In Flavortown.
Oh.
Wow, that was beautiful. We hope you loved that trip to Flavortown, and we hope you enjoyed having a cup of coffee with us.
Yeah, I think this might be like our longest episode ever.
Really? I mean, we had a lot to talk about today, and I went in on a rant about LGBT stuff, because that's my life.
But hey,
But,
I'm sure nobody is complaining.
I know. For me, when I'm listening to podcasts, I just want them to keep going.
Yeah.
But anyway, we love you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for listening. Hope you had a great Halloween if you celebrate it. If not, hope you had a great weekend.
And yeah.
Guess we'll see you on Wednesday.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
All right, let's clink it.
Bye.
Bye.